Hi everyone, Amber Romaniuk from Amber Approved, your emotional eating, digestive and hormone expert. Today I want to talk about the massive difference between what it's like to focus on becoming thin and losing weight versus actually focusing on becoming healthy body and mind. And as some of you may know, and maybe many of you don't know, about 9 years ago, I embarked on a journey where I created a really bad food addiction, and I was focusing specifically on becoming thin. And through trying to specifically focus on becoming thin instead of becoming healthy, I created a food addiction. I had such bad cravings. I lost some weight, and then I gained a bunch in a very short period of time. I had no control with food. I hated my body. I created all sorts of hormone imbalances. I obsessed about every calorie. I was in such a fight with myself, and I was so insecure in who I was. Yet here I was trying to fight to be thin instead of focusing on creating a healthy relationship with myself, building self-love, and creating a healthy relationship with food. So once I started to realize that focusing on becoming thin was making me sicker and more out of balance and more drained and more unhappy, I decided to surrender to that and actually to focus on taking action steps to create health. I made sure I was eating enough. I didn't go on any diets. I overcame my food addiction and understood my triggers to deal with my emotional eating. I was getting enough sleep. I was doing regular self-care. I wasn't overbooking my schedule anymore. And I was taking all these steps, which really equated to building self-love within myself and letting go of this tight grip that I had on myself, that I really wanted to be a certain weight or achieve a certain weight. So I completely let go of that, and it gave me so much freedom. And then my body was able to balance more easily. My hormones balanced. My energy has been wonderful for the past few years. I don't have cravings. I have a healthy relationship with food, and I give myself permission to mindfully indulge. I sleep well. I have a balanced work-life schedule, and I love me, which is the biggest part, and I don't need to be a certain weight or need to be thin, or I didn't need to be thin to achieve any of that. So many people, I feel, struggle with focusing on getting thin, losing weight. And unfortunately, there are many physical, emotional, mental, spiritual costs to only focusing on becoming thin or looking a certain way, which is this external superficial image, which is not true of our internal connection. And often we need to look a certain way externally because there is a void internally that we are not aware of, or we're not taking the time to fulfill with self-love and self-care. Can you relate to this? If you can, feel free to share in the comments below. I'm going to be talking a lot more about this in episode 123 of the No Sugarcoating podcast coming out this Sunday. So make sure you stay tuned for that on iTunes, Spotify, or any podcast app. You can also click the link below or go to amberapproved.ca and listen to all of the fabulous podcasts. If you are struggling with this and you're really realizing that focusing on getting thin is not serving you, I highly encourage you to book your 30-minute complimentary body freedom call with me to explore your struggles, your goals, and I will help to support you in providing you with some insight on how you can get there. So let's explore getting healthy versus just focusing on being thin. You can check me out at amberapproved.ca for all sorts of wonderful content. Make sure you subscribe to me here on YouTube. I post new videos on Fridays. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.